Good morning, Marshfield. I'm Rachel Andrews, Executive Director of the Marshfield Area Chamber of Commerce.
And I'm Rob Jones, President of the Marshfield Area Chamber of Commerce. And where are we at today?
We are at our home, at our office here at the Chamber of Commerce. Isn't it beautiful?
So you can see the sign, our window graphics.
Yeah, so it's a little different. Don't show them my messy desk.
But if you haven't seen the chamber, come by, see us. We had the open house, had a great turnout. Yeah. You missed the goat milk ice cream if you didn't come.
So good. Hey, before we get too far, let's thank our sponsors for supporting our show. A huge thank you to Las Casuelas, Marshfield Chevrolet, and Whispering Oaks Golf Course for supporting our show. We cannot do this show without you, so a huge thank you, as well as our viewers. So we've got a busy show lined up today.
We're going to move quick.
Yes.
Early on because we have
to cut this
real short. So Rachel, we're going real short. How's that? Hey, real quickly, let's talk about new members. I mean, each week now we're coming on with 5 to 10 new members, and here we go again, right?
So Monday we had 2 new members just walk in, and I love it. So a huge welcome to Castle Vineyards, which is out of Mansfield, and I cannot wait for their ribbon cutting. Oh, because I'm excited to go out there. I'll probably have to go out there before the ribbon cutting because it's
just a chest.
Yes, it's a beautiful place from what I can see online. The Webster County 2026 celebrations, that committee is working on the Route 66 festivities.
As well as the 250th anniversary of the country. Yes.
So they've got a lot on their plate.
Yeah, a lot going on for next year and a lot of planning.
Yes, a lot of planning. We've heard a little bit about it. And this next one I am excited about because, yet again, it involves food.
Yeah, that's right.
But La Catrina Cocina and Bar is the Mexican restaurant out by Marshfield Fitness and Tanning and Cole Breeden Shelter Insurance Agency out there.
Yeah, and La Catrina, you may recognize as Los Compadres. Most recently was the name, and it just basically changed names.
I'm excited to get out there and try that one.
And how about another food truck?
So we have got What's Normal. It is a food truck. It's out there beside Drips and Dreams in the food truck alley type
court.
Thing.
Yeah.
And one exciting thing about his food truck is that his food is fresh. He freshly batters? Is that the right word? Batters his chicken. So I'm excited to get out there and try that one.
Right.
I love food.
Well, we were out there for the ribbon cutting at Drips and Dreams, so now we need to get out there and do another one.
If you haven't tried those 2 places, get out there and try them. And
where are we going right after this meeting?
We are going out to the Brooks and Family Equine Retirement as soon as this broadcast is over. So I'm excited to learn more about this one. This is a nonprofit. I'm just excited to see what they do. I know they have an event coming up. I don't know too much about it just yet. So stay tuned for more information on that particular event. So a lot of fun members that have just joined this week, or just recently.
So let's see if we can't get 5 of the next.
I know, right? So we're inching closer to that 280. We're gonna make it.
250. And if you've heard us banter back and forth. We were at 140. We're up now almost to 240.
Yeah, we're at 237 as of this morning.
So
surely we can make it to 280 by October.
Okay.
Like if you're a business that's on the fence about joining the chamber, now is the time to do it. Help me reach that goal because Rob doesn't think we can do it, and I know we can. So come on.
That's right.
Let's go.
I think it's a miracle that we've gotten to 250. How's that? We're going to get to 250. All right, let's talk about Blue Stem, just down the road from us here. How's that? We had a ribbon cutting there Saturday.
Yes.
Great people.
Yes.
Great food.
Her cookies. Her cookies. I bought the cookies and you bought
muffins.
Yes. How were your muffins?
The blueberries were huge.
Yeah.
How's that?
Yeah.
So it was like real muffins.
Yeah. So I'm excited. If you haven't got over to see Brooklyn at Blue Stem just yet, make sure you do. Her little bakery is just so cute. I know that's not a man thing.
It's really, it's more of a storefront. She's doing her baking at home.
Yes.
But they are looking for a storefront, actually bigger, to do baking on site.
But her food is, it's fantastic. So I'm going to have to stay away from there because my pants won't fit.
And that's the problem with coming to the square.
I know,
We knew
I know.
food was going to be an issue for you. All right. Hey, real quickly, let's do a little tease. What do we have coming ahead of us here? And then we'll go to a commercial break.
Which one are we talking about? Because I got two things.
Well, we've got Mr. Henry coming up here. How's that?
Okay. Well, I was thinking the August networking, but we can do that later.
Okay. No, we'll go. Yeah.
Which one do you want to do?
Mr. Henry.
Let's do Mr. Henry. So we are very excited to welcome Mr. Henry to our, what is this, broadcast?
Show.
Oh, show. That's
Show.
a better
How's
word.
that? How's that?
So stick around. We'll have Mr. Henry join us in just a few minutes to cover all things exciting that are coming up in this new school year.
But stay tuned also because we are going to do an August networking event on the 20th. How's that?
We are doing an August networking.
And that's on me.
20th.
I skipped. How's that?
Hey, mark it down.
I'm trying to keep Rachel from talking so much so Mr. Henry can have some time. All right, Ryan, how about we go to a commercial
we'll be
break?
Back in just a minute and a half.
Welcome to Whispering Oaks Golf Course, located in Marshfield, Missouri, alongside historic Route 66. From the clubhouse to the grounds and to the course, our members and the community take pride in this wonderful course. So when you are ready to tee it up and play some golf, come make Whispering Oaks your golf course destination. You will be glad you came, and as always, have a great day.
All right, and so now we're back. So, Rachel, who's joining us today?
We are excited to have Mr. Henry join us today from the Marshfield School District. He's the superintendent. He's top dog.
That's right.
Yeah.
And we are very, very, very lucky
Yes.
to have him
Because
as part of this community.
Trying to get ready for the new school year.
There's a lot going on at Marshfield R1 for sure.
Yeah.
Before we jump into that, tell us a little bit about yourself, your background, how you got here. How's that?
So I am a lifetime Southwest Missouri guy. I grew up in Ava, Missouri, a small town southeast of here. Went to school in Springfield. Married my high school sweetheart. We have four kids. My career has taken me from teaching elementary and middle school, coaching basketball, cross country, volleyball, starting in Seymour. My administration career started in Gainesville, south of there. Then I went home to Ava, was junior high principal and assistant superintendent there, and felt a call to apply for an assistant superintendent job here in Marshfield in 2017, and I got that job, and I've been here since. So it's been a good education run.
And you've been busy.
Very
That's good. That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
So how long have you been superintendent?
I've been superintendent for 5 years.
For 5 years.
Yes.
Oh, so did you come in right at COVID as superintendent?
In 2021.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So right in the middle.
Yep. Yeah, right in the middle. In fact, we thought that it was kind of ending, and right at the start of that 21 school year, it came back and kind of changed some of our plans, but we made it through. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. It's good a challenge, right? When you stepped in as superintendent.
it seems like there's always challenges in every job, and
Right.
what those are going to be, we don't know, but
Right.
we try to navigate those and make sure that we're serving our people
Yeah,
as best we can.
absolutely.
And we're better on the backside.
Absolutely.
So
Okay, Rob, I'll let you.
we have plenty of time here. So talk a little bit about what's going on at the school. I mean, take us through all the stuff that you want to talk about.
Yeah. So there's so much.
That's right.
Um,
2 hours worth, right?
yes.
I told him it's a 2 hours.
Okay.
So one of the things that's exciting about school is every year there's a fresh start.
Like a reboot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so that's not true of every profession, but it is in school. And so it's exciting. We had our all of our teachers back this week. And so Tuesday was our all district meeting. So we had 400 plus employees in the auditorium, and it's just exciting to have everybody back. They've had a little bit of time off in the summer and gearing up for the school year. Lots and lots going on. So we are still closing out our last bond project. And so we're with the money that was left over, we're doing some maintenance things throughout the district. So we just did our largest asphalt project that you guys may have seen if you went by the school the last 2 weeks, making sure that's taken care of. We did a significant window replacement at Webster.
Yeah.
We have done Hubble, and we've done the junior high previously, and we see a significant energy savings from that.
Oh, wonderful.
And so we're very thankful for that. And obviously it looks sharp. We had replaced the bleachers in Webster. Obviously all of our floors always get redone.
Mm-hmm.
In June, we had our biggest summer school in the history of Marshfield. And so we're very excited about that. But the downside to that is when we have a limited window to get everything done,
yeah,
that makes it even tighter.
Yeah.
But our maintenance and custodial staff are incredible, and they got everything done, and we're ready. We still have some things going on in the district. So another big summer project's been our turf project. So our football field is done. I back in June,
a few weeks ago, did it?
our worker said it's going to be ready. Some of the rain that we had in June, I didn't know,
right?
But they were able to get that done. Our football field started practice Monday, or our football team started practice Monday on that field, and so that's good. Our turf on our baseball will arrive Monday, and that should be about 2 weeks after for completion there. And so we're really excited about those projects. Coming into the school year, we have 3 new facilities that we completed from our last bond project that Marshfield approved, and that's our multi-purpose building, our safe room, and then our ag expansion. And so all of those are going to open up opportunities for our students, and we think it's a big deal for our school. This last spring, we actually we were in a tornado warning. I don't know if you remember that, but it was the first time in my 9 years here where we were able to put all 3,100 students in a tornado safe space. And
that's what they call the FEMA building.
So we have one FEMA building that's in between the junior high and Webster that serves as our cafeterias. That is FEMA. The rest of them are FEMA. They meet FEMA specifications, but they're not funded with FEMA dollars.
Okay.
We don't open that up to the public. But all of our students and staff were safe.
Mm-hmm.
And as I went through the district, it was a different feeling than I'd had before, because I knew everybody was in a safe place. And so that was
wonderful. It's got to be a good feeling too.
Oh my! It's a really big deal.
Yeah.
And our community has been so supportive. In 2021, we put together a long range plan that was a 10-year plan, and it had 9 big items on it for us to focus on, and we finished them all this year.
Wonderful!
And so we will start that process again. But we're really proud of the improvements that we've made, that our community's allowed us to make and supported us through. And we're just excited for this school year.
And that allows you then, I think these help to contribute to some of the new programs that you have coming on. Is that correct?
That's exactly right. So one of them is we partnered with the city that we're very hopeful everyone wins from. So tennis was it was at the bottom of our list as far as improvements from that long range plan process, but it was also a goal of the cities to replace theirs. And so it was an expensive process, and we didn't know if we were going to be able to do it. And talking with the city, they were wanting to do new tennis courts, but it was expensive. And so we decided maybe a partnership would work. And so we were able to take funds from both sides and kind of share that cost. And we have 4 beautiful new tennis courts that we're about to have our first high school tennis program.
That's awesome.
Yes, it's very exciting. You know, when we're talking about some of our sports and activities, that isn't the primary goal of school. We want to learn.
Right.
However, oftentimes what we find is that activity or that sport is kind of the hook.
Yeah.
And that's what really gets kids engaged. And the research behind a student who is plugged into an activity and their academic success, they're very parallel.
Mhm.
And so we're just wanting to make sure that we're able to provide that passion area for all of our students, and that's going to be something that tennis provides for us.
That's
We're
awesome.
Yeah,
That
we're
is
very
So
excited.
exciting.
Yes.
Well, you have some others too. I know even this summer, and we were talking back in May or so, archery, some of the things I think being
that's
offered in
right,
summer
yeah.
school and coming in, et cetera.
So we were able to do that in summer school, and that was a very popular class. And we're going to see that continue to grow. That can be something that is not just an activity, but is also something that our athletes compete in, our students compete in. We're just starting at the ground level, so let's see where it grows. But that's going to be a really big deal. We know that in Southwest Missouri, the archery side, the outdoor side is an important piece, and that's something that doesn't end at high school. It's something that's a lifetime
Yes.
sport. And
Deer hunters.
That's what I was thinking.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I love to bow hunt. But even what we see in that is the archery teams. That's just another area that students that might not be plugged into music or might not be plugged
Yes.
into football,
Right.
that this is that area that they can be successful and really have a passion for.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And it's a different skill set. So
That's right.
how about other activities that you want to talk about that are new?
So one of the things that I'd like to make sure to promote in 2021, we finished our ELC. No, 2022, we finished our ELC. The Marshfield Early Learning Center has been really, really successful. So we'll have about 180 students in that preschool program, and we're very proud of it, always trying to find ways to improve and make it better. Last year, we did two things. We had a full-time class. It's always been part-time before, AMs or PMs. So we have a full-time option for one class. And then we also added a little bit of transportation. So transportation in the preschool world is not required.
Right.
And most school districts, no school district that I've ever been a part does anything with that. But what we did is we said, hey, what if our bus could take to the three big daycares in the area?
Oh.
And so that's always been a struggle for our half day as parents being able to get there.
Right.
And so we started that last year. So we go to First Kids and Imagination Station and Treehouse. And that was very popular. So we take them from the morning and we drop them off, and then we make another run and we pick up for the afternoon. So just another way that hopefully we're serving our parents.
Absolutely. And the kids get used to riding the bus.
Yeah. So we've got another adult besides the bus driver on there, and those students all have to be strapped in. Is one of the things that's a challenge. But this year we're also adding what we call Preschool Plus. It's a paid service, so parents will pay just about $20 a day, and whether they're an AM student or a PM student, their child can stay that other half of the day right there at the ELC. But if you haven't been, the ELC is a beautiful building. It has a safe room worked inside of it. Not everybody remembers that, but the cafetorium gym space is FEMA spec'd, and so your students are going to be safe in that building. Hubble students come across there. There's a covered walkway. So in a storm event, Hubble comes. But that is an area that we are seeing a lot of growth in our students academically, and hope that our community sees that as a win for our school district.
Yeah.
How about your innovation lab?
So this is one that not everybody knows about. So when we finished our multi-purpose building, which is the building in between the junior high and the baseball field, that houses wrestling. So if you followed Marshfield, wrestling is a huge program, one of the largest in our school district. They had been in the junior high old cafeteria. So that I've never known it as a cafeteria, but that's what it used to be on the east side of the building. But it's a large space. So when we created a home for wrestling, that opened up a space there for junior high. And we wanted to come up with something that would be an area that our junior high kids were excited about and our community was proud of. So the Junior High Innovation Lab is going to have 3D printers. It's got a green room. It's going to have our Glow Forge will be in there. There's going to be a writing center. It's going to have lighted marker boards. It's going to be a space that they're coming in to create, that they're coming in to test ideas, that they're coming in to research and apply whatever their practice is right there in that space and have hands-on learning.
I love it.
Yeah.
Sounds like a remote show to me.
Yeah,
How's
that's
that?
what I was thinking
You gotta
too.
do that. You're talking about the wrestling. We participate, Rachel and I, in the interview process that Craig puts on every spring. And we were so impressed with the number of young ladies that we interviewed who were
Yes.
part of the wrestling program and how confident those young ladies were. I mean, they really impressed us.
Yeah. Very much so.
So I'm glad you brought that up because kind of in what I was just talking about with the activities, one of the things that sometimes people forget is when students experience success in regardless of the area.
Absolutely.
It can be journalism, it can be choir, it can be wrestling. It changes their approach, it changes their perspective on the other things, and it allows them to believe in themselves.
Yes.
Mhm.
Of course, we know that belief changes everything.
Absolutely.
The quote, I think maybe Henry Ford, whether you believe you can or you believe you can't, you're probably right.
Mhm.
And
Right.
that's what we see with those students. Feel them sit
Yeah.
a little taller and
Oh,
Absolutely.
they did. And I'll never forget because one of them was like 80 pounds soaking wet and was going to state. And,
I was gonna say,
you know,
don't mess with it.
Yeah, that's right.
That's
No,
right. That's
we
right.
learned that. So we were really impressed by those. We have other stuff we want to talk about. We were talking earlier about scores and kind of what's gone on with the 4 days versus 5. You want to talk about that a little bit?
So I would love to, going back to 2021, the whole 4-day conversation started with a teacher who caught me in the hallway. So this is during COVID, and it wasn't a complaint, but she said, "Mr. Henry, I am having to make a decision every day. Do I fail the kids in my class or do I fail the kids in my home?" And I melted. Like, it wasn't an angry fist in the air. It was
She's
help.
really torn.
Mhm.
Yes, because of the time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Sometimes people think that teachers are working, their hours are the same as students, and that isn't
No.
true. And so,
And only 9 months out of the year, right?
Right.
and neither of those things are accurate. So we just started thinking about how could this look different? And so when we put that 4-day plan together, we tried to listen to our community. What are the concerns with this? That Monday was a big part. Our 4-day week is different because of the work days or collaboration days, PD days. 24 to 26 is how many during the year that our staff will have. But what's happened in that is our staff have been able to perfect their craft.
Mhm.
They're constantly working
Yes.
on assessments. They're working on their instruction. They're working on delivery, and they're working together. So what we believe is that we're always better together. And so we're working in grade levels, we're working in pods, we're working even K-12 if it's the same subject area. And our current scores are not officially released yet, but what I will tell you, spoiler alert,
Mhm.
is they're really, really good. And so what we have seen over the last 5 years is our scores go one direction. And that's not to say we don't have things to keep getting better at.
right.
We always want to be improving, and we want to have the mindset that we always are. But my goodness, it's so exciting, and that's reflective of our kids, their work ethic, and our staff, and how hard they're pouring into our kids. So we're very excited about
That's
that.
fantastic.
Yeah.
That's one of the things you hear about and talk about, but you really don't, as a community, understand, to be honest with you. So that's fantastic. Hey, let's talk real quick about some of the other things going on. How about Senate Bill 68? Want to talk a little bit about that?
Yes, I've actually got it. So that's an omnibus bill that ended up passing. The governor signed that in July.
Mm-hmm.
It is very, very large with a whole lot of items. So I'm going to get some notes in this. The biggest one that people are drawn to in Senate Bill 68 is cell phones.
Right.
Yes. So what I would say to that is, with all of our schools except the high school, this is really no change.
Right.
They're saying that cell phones don't have a place at school, and we don't want them either. At the high school last year, we had transitioned to no cell phones during class. They were still able to do that during passing periods in the cafeteria, and now that law is very clear that that's not going to be allowed there as well. Some school districts are purchasing what's called yonder pouches, and that they're locked up. we're not going to go that route. We're going to ask for students to just keep them put away, and hopefully they do that. The thing that not everybody recognizes is the distraction that they cause.
Yes, and we were talking about that a little earlier as well.
I do think that there will be a time period that we're having to work through because it's not what we've always been comfortable with or what we've known.
Right.
But I think on the backside of this, I think we're probably better for it. Some of these things, Senate Bill 68, Senate Bill 63, because of their newness, we don't have all the answers for it either.
Right.
But we will work through this. There's a book, Anxious Generation, that talks about some of the impact of not just screen time, but our addiction to screen.
Mhm.
And so just trying to peel that back a little bit, I don't think is the worst thing. I think there is a place for technology. We're using it right now. I think recognizing that we don't have to have that screen in front of us, that our world is not in social media, I think is a good lesson for us all.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
And you touched on 63. You want to hit it real quick, kind of the highlight there?
Yeah. So Senate Bill 63 is basically saying our homeschool population in our district can come be part of activities and athletics. And so we will have some that do that. Everybody's still going to go through a tryout if there's a tryout with that sport. If it's an activity that requires a class, they still need to be part of that. I mentioned band, choir, FFA or ag.
Right.
So they'd still have to be part of that. And so all of them they have to be in the district. So it's not students that are coming from somewhere else and forming a super team or anything like that. So lots of questions as far as what that looks like moving forward, just in logistics and operation that I don't have the answers to. But we'll have some additional students with Marshfield jerseys on that we're excited to get to know.
Now, I know with not a lot of people, but I know some people in particular, young ladies, very good athletes, great basketball players.
Yeah.
That they're excited about it. They really are. This is going to be great for them.
Yep.
What else should we talk about?
So
I know you have a lot of excitement going on right now.
It is. Last week we had our new teacher academy.
Yes.
So, and a big thank you to the chamber. I don't know if you guys recognize or our local businesses recognize how welcoming that feels. So, brought gift baskets, provided lunch, but people that are coming into our community, we were very excited in our district to listen to people talk about the family feel. But when they come and they immediately have a gift basket of tons of stuff, it just feels good. And you guys came in and did a wonderful job to welcome them. But that's a really big deal for our staff, and it helps make a great first impression.
We want them to stay.
Yes, that's exactly right.
We do.
We're in a situation in Missouri where there is a teacher shortage. It's not been experienced here like it has been in other places, but there aren't the numbers going into education that there once was. And it's something that we talked about it at our back to school meeting. We need to be telling our story. We need to be talking about the positives that come with being an educator and not just the hard things. One thing that I will say in response to our 4-day week is that we do not have the staff turnover that other districts do. And
Wonderful.
I believe that our schedule is part of that.
Yeah.
Well, and I think, again, recognize the fact that a lot of the people were Marshfield people coming home or staying home. And then when we did like the interviews again, one of the things we were really impressed with, the number of young people who intend to go be teachers and are coming straight back to Marshfield. So it was great.
That was one of the things that I loved to see last Wednesday was the amount of faces I recognized for being Marshfield natives. Like Bethany Lowe. I was like, wow, I love that. I love that she's back. So
it's really unique. Marshfield R1, and I wish I could take credit for this, but I can't. The percentage of our staff who are here is very high. And that's not a negative if you're not, but the draw here in Marshfield is significant. And I would tie that back to our area, whether it's city, whether it's county, whether it's chamber. hopefully the school district's part of that. It feels like everybody is for everybody.
Mhm.
Yes.
We all celebrate each other's successes, and I think that changes a community's feel.
I do too. And like when we sent out the request for the welcome bags, I mean, the support was overwhelming. And even after we had filled the bags and we still had people, hey, I missed the deadline, but, and I'm like, absolutely, come on.
Yes, we'll
I'm
it.
not going to tell you no. And if you're sitting there watching this today and you did not get a chance to fill the educator bags and you want to, you just get a hold of me and we will get the products
Still
to
distribute
the
some
school
stuff.
because we would never say
Yeah.
no to somebody that wants to help a teacher. Ryan's telling us that we got to wrap this up.
Yeah. And I hate this because
I do
think
too.
we could go on for hours.
I do too.
Is there anything else we've missed that you really would make sure we understand?
2 things.
Okay, good.
Our work ready focus at Marshfield has changed significantly. So our internship program, Cammie Harrison leads that.
Absolutely.
Yes.
It's really incredible. What you guys keep referencing in the interviews
Mhm.
is tied directly to that. Our OTC, our building trades, Project Lead the Way. I think there is a chance that we are about to see JROTC back in Marshfield. Federal budget comes out in October, but I believe there's a chance. The other thing that I'd like to say is that I mentioned that our long range plan is complete. So that means it's time to do another one. And so we will be doing that starting this fall. Will be a year-long process, but there will be surveys, there'll be meeting opportunities to get feedback of what can we do to be better.
I love it. I
Yeah.
love it. I love it.
Yeah, because we've had Cammie and
Shelley
come on with some of the students, and they've done a great job.
Yes.
And again, Craig, we just applaud all these guys.
Yes.
The things that we see are so
Right.
impressive.
And the students, they're professional.
They're great. They're great.
They are.
They really
They're-
are.
Kids
they're
are
great.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
They are. Absolutely.
Well, Mr. Henry, thank you.
Yes.
We're going to need to go to a quick commercial break, and then we'll wrap up real quick. How's
All
that?
right. Sounds
Thank
good.
you guys. Appreciate
Thank
the
you.
opportunity.
Thank you.
Welcome to Whispering Oaks Golf Course, located in Marshfield, Missouri, alongside historic Route 66. From the clubhouse to the grounds and to the course, our members and the community take pride in this wonderful course. So when you are ready to tee it up and play some golf, come make Whispering Oaks your golf course destination. You will be glad you came, and as always, have a great day.
Okay, and we're back.
That was a really good interview.
Love that.
Yes.
Love
very,
that.
very good.
And again, it's another one. We could have gone for 2 hours,
Yeah.
like with Sam in the
Yes.
city, you know.
There's
with
so much going on.
Mike
at the
Henry in
school.
the
So
school,
much
we
good
could
stuff
do it.
going
Yeah.
on. Absolutely.
um,
We're getting short on time.
That's right.
In general, I think so. Ryan's probably going to be.
let's fly. Let's fly through these. How's that?
Let's fly through these.
Let's talk
tires.
about some of the stuff going on. How about Sourdough 101?
So this one I found very interesting. Brooklyn at Blue Stem will be doing a Sourdough 101 class.
Mhm.
I think this is very interesting. It will be held September 6th. I believe it'll be held at her bakery. Am I reading
No,
that?
it was going to be at the depot.
Oh,
wasn't
that's
it?
right. That's
It's at
right.
the
I
depot.
apologize.
Yeah.
It will be at the depot.
And I know my wife and another lady were talking about
Are they
this.
talking about going?
I said, hey, we're going to go do that.
I think that's very interesting. So maybe Chris can make some sourdough bread and I can try it.
Okay,
'Cause
that'll work.
this
I'll
is-
bring you a slice.
I
It'll be like the
can't-
cookies you brought me.
Yes. Wait, I didn't.
I know, that's right. Ding, ding, ding. All right, let's move on.
All
Rotary
right.
Golf. How's
Rotary
that?
Golf Tournament. What is that? A week from Saturday, I think. Yes.
Yeah. The 23rd.
August 23rd. So if you are interested in participating in this golf tournament, reach out to Jason at the golf course and he can get you signed up for that tournament.
And again, we love the golf courses
Yes.
and love to get those golf tournaments going.
Absolutely.
How
Moving
about
right
networking?
along. So our networking event is next Wednesday. And I know that location was something we were trying to nail down. So
we were hoping for the fire department.
It just didn't work out with the fire department, but we will have it at Las Casuelas on Wednesday, August 20th at 11:45. I will have details on how you can sign up for that in the description box. And also you can look at it on the chamber website and on Facebook. So did I miss anything on that?
No, get signed up.
Yes.
It just helps us with the planning. Generally, we plan on 40 to 50 people.
Yeah.
So we should be covered. All right. Hey, blood drive.
Yes, the blood drive that's next Thursday. Oh,
yeah,
that's next Thursday.
That's
so
right.
there's always a need for blood.
Mm-hmm.
So get signed up at there. I'll have the link in the description box right there. And we are going to do this next Thursday as well. Yes. So if you want, you can come watch us give blood.
Make fun of us.
Hold our cry. Yes, because I think I can donate. So next Thursday at Marshfield Senior Center, come join us.
The zoo was donating some T-shirts.
Yeah, we're gonna get T-shirts.
Some opportunities.
Yeah,
we're
that's
gonna
exciting.
make sure we do, aren't we?
I know.
All right. So real quickly, people want to join the chamber.
Yes, if you would like to join the chamber, we would love to have you as part of our chamber family. I will have the link in the description box where you can go do that. And also, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I'm happy to answer those. Stop by the office sometime. Mm-hmm. Happy to help you on that.
Let's see. Our next show is the 21st. Our
next show is next Thursday, August 21st. And I believe we are going to have Cheryl Franklin with Ozarks Homesteading on the show.
Yes.
So join us then. And if you have missed a show, you can go. I'll have the link.
We have window washers.
Yeah, we have the window washers just trying to wash our windows.
That's some of the banging and clanging and noise you're hearing.
But if you have missed the show, I'll have the link there in the description box as well, where you can click and go find the extra, the shows you missed, or maybe you just want to re-watch one of them.
All right.
I think I'm getting mixed up on my words.
The sponsors here.
All right. A huge thank you to Las Casuelas, Marshfield Chevrolet, and Whispering Oaks Golf Course for making this show possible. We will see you next Thursday, August 21st. Bye.